This exercise is really great for building strength and resilience in the back of your neck tissues. If it's too progressed and you can't perform the exercise, or you have pain of any sort in it, then you just need a different option instead of this exercise. So you're gonna need a bench or something that you can place your head on that is comfortable, and you're gonna get into essentially kind of like a position you would for a glute bridge or hip thrust position, and then you're gonna slowly slide down. Now, how far your shoulders are on the bench to support you will be different for everybody depending on what intensity they are at, because there's different levels for this exercise. If you are a beginner, I recommend having at least the top half of your shoulder blades on the bench and then pushing your head in to the bench until you're able to lift the shoulder blades off the bench. So I'm not able to do it today. I trained my neck yesterday. I'm too fatigued, but you want to be able to see that you're able to lift those shoulder blades up and hold. That would be an iso hold for that exercise. Once you have done that and your neck tolerates it pretty well, you can do multiple reps where you are rolling back to the mid part of your head and lifting up. But if you are not as strong, like I am not today, what you can think about is a scale under your head and a scale under your shoulder blades. As you're doing this exercise, you should push your head into the scale under your head so that that scale starts to increase and the scale under your shoulder blades starts to decrease. You should feel that you are using your shoulder blades less weight on them and more into your head. You can ramp that intensity up and hold for an iso hold, then ramp back down, and that would be your exercise. Once you have done that for a while and you feel ready to progress, you can then do the variation here where your shoulders are off the bench and you're holding. Now, that would be the iso hold. A lot of people, when they do this, will compensate by going all the way up onto the top of their head. I typically don't have people do that because they will not feel their neck muscles working as much, which is the point of the exercise. Now, as you're here, you're gonna be in a lot of extension. That's fine. You wanna keep your hips high and you wanna do the holds. Once you have done those for some time, you might be ready for the dynamic version of this exercise where you're doing like a neck push-up, like so, where you're dropping down and coming up. And I'm using my hands for those because I'm not strong enough to do them yet. So if you are ready to progress to the actual dynamic version, you should not use your hands, or you might need your hands at first, and a progression would be to use your hands less. So those are all of the different levels. The important part for you is to decide which one you are capable of and start low so that you can make sure your neck tolerates it. Most people have very deconditioned and weaker necks. So you want to introduce this exercise slower and gradually build your intensity over time, making sure that it is challenging, but that your neck responds within 24 to 48 hours very well. So make sure that you meet your body where it is today, and then slowly progress over time, and you should feel like your neck is building a lot of strength and resilience gradually over time.